Sweet! You got yourself a brand new Honda HRN 216 VYA. Great mower, you know all about why you bought it, you know about the feature of the roto stop, you know about the smart drive. But let's get into it a little bit more about what you need to do to get the most out of this mower. Hey, it's a Honda mower, and honestly, you should have this in 10, maybe 15 years. If you take care of it right, maybe even a little bit longer. So today we're going to talk about what you need to do as a homeowner to get the most out of this machine. Some things you can do to avoid the problems that really tick people off, that challenge them when it won't start in the spring and you go, why? Let's talk about how to avoid that today in this video. So first of all, real quick, it's a 4-cycle machine, right? So it's going to take gas and it's going to take oil. So hopefully you bought it at a local dealership and they put gas and oil in it and you just took it home and you mow the lawn. But if you're just taking it out of the box, you're going to want to put this in. Here's your oil, and on the Honda, it's going to go right here on the right-hand side if you're behind it. Pull out the dipstick, this whole bottle. So this is 12 ounces. This whole thing goes in, and that's the proper amount of oil for this mower, okay? And when it comes to fuel, which is going to be right here on the left side, we want to run an ethanol-free fuel, or if you cannot obtain that, a very high-octane fuel, so we're talking like a 89, 91, maybe 92 in your region, with a stabilizer in it, like a Startron or something like that, so that we can avoid the ethanol problems. But ultimately, ethanol-free fuel is the best way to go. On the bottom, if I'm going to get a tip this to clean it, how do I get underneath? How do I clean it? I don't want to tip it the wrong way and cause problems. So always dipstick down. So here's my oil dipstick right here. I want to tip it up to clean it, to maybe take the blades off to get them sharpened. I'm always going to tip it dipstick down. And go ahead and clean it. You can wash this thing. Let's just not focus the water right here in the middle where the clutch is, where there's some bearings. Not the best idea. So let's focus on kind of on the outside of that housing and then all the way around. Wash that grass out. Works really good if you do it right when you get done mowing. Don't wait a day or two. That stuff's concreted in there. What happens if I tip it the wrong way? That's a good question. Well, here's my air filter. Right here, I push down these 2 tabs and off comes my cover. Here's my air filter. Often overlooked maintenance item, by the way. Check your oil all the time. Forget about checking the air filter. So I check this once a month as a habit. I pull it out, tap it on the ground. Can I see good light through it? No, it's pretty ugly. I'm going to throw a new one in. It is amazing how dirty this gets as we get into the summer months of mowing, and we're just kicking up dust like crazy. So keep an eye on that air filter. But back to my original. What happens when I tip this thing the wrong way? What's going to happen is I'm going to have actual oil come through the intake of the machine, through that valve train area, and I'm going to probably soak this in oil. Guess what happens when that happens? It can't breathe. It's going to flood out, it's going to foul out a spark plug, it's going to run like crap. So always dipstick down, and as a side note, keep an eye on your air filter. Okay, I want to mulch the grass. I just got done, I've been bagging all spring. I'm now getting into summer and I want to mulch the grass. That's done really simply here with this lever on the side. Pull out a little green tab and push it over the mulch. If you never use this, you're probably going to have a hard time moving it when you decide that you do want to use it. By moving it back and forth, you knock off the grass that's underneath. So what I would do is when you get done mowing, simply go just like that, knock the grass off. That way next week when you want to use it in the mulch versus the bag, it'll actually move for you, not cause you that frustration. Maybe you're a little taller, maybe you're a little shorter, you maybe picked up on this or not, but I can change what my handle height is right here. I can also fold it up for storage or transportation. Pretty simple. How do I start this mower? Well, you probably figured that out. It's going to have a stop button right here, a stop position on this switch. I just need to go up to the rabbit. This thing has an auto choke. So all I have to do is turn it on rabbit, pull the rope, it's going to start up. If it's cold out, it's gonna be going vroom, 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 and then smooth out. That's part of the auto choke system. No stress, no big deal to have that happen. Okay, there's the basics. Let's talk a little bit about maintenance. I hit it on the spark, or on the air filter. We got a spark plug right here in the front. My boot's right here. I can kind of wiggle, twist these off, okay? I change a spark plug once a year. Oil, how often should I change my oil? For most homeowners, honestly, once a year is the right number, but we like to go somewhere in that 35 to 45 hour, depending on temperature, depending on dirt. There's some things that vary that. But 35, 45 hours, somewhere in that range is when I should change my oil. That's gonna be done with a bottle like this, warming it up, and you tip it on its side, and you actually drain it right out the dipstick into the pan. Trick, when it's all the way over like this, it won't drain all its oil. You actually have to come up about to there in order to drain all the oil out. So just be aware of that. Start the drain all the way down, but before you finish, hold it up for say 30 seconds like this, and you'll evacuate the rest of the oil. While I have it on its side, I want to talk about a product that we put on here at Carl's Mower and Saw. It's called Modeck. This stuff right here is just a simple spray. It is, we'll call it PAM for the mower deck. It is an anti-stick treatment that keeps the grass from building up. It really makes it much easier to clean. We put this on every mower before it leaves here, and we sell lots of this to our customers. They appreciate that it actually helps their mower perform better. So that's a good maintenance thing, right? Spark plug, oil, air filter right here. Keeping the deck clean. Probably one of the biggest things that takes this mower out is never cleaning it and then storing it outside underneath your porch or your deck. And that moisture from the ground and that moisture from the air, it just kind of works. And over time, you rust out this mower deck and you go, what killed it? Why did this thing die? I want to touch really quickly on this smart drive right here. This is what makes it go forward, right? And the further I push, there are multiple positions. So right now that's in the highest. I can go down one more, one more, one more, and then one more position. So there's 5 positions. The trick is to find the right position for your hand and your speed. I see people with it all the way up here. Really doesn't work well for most people's wrists. Or I see people with it all the way down here, and that really doesn't work well for most people's thumbs. Forget about the thumbs. Think about the palm of your hand right here, riding on this. It becomes very comfortable to just twist, okay? And accelerate. Something to pay attention to. If you do those couple adjustments, you're gonna find this mower is a breeze. It's actually a dream to mow with. Very comfortable. Okay, fuel, Modeck, oil, winter storage. Here's where this thing will tick you off. Here's where this thing will frustrate you. If you do nothing intentional about storing it properly for winter, at some point in time it's gonna bite you, okay? This may not be the year. Maybe it's the next year, or maybe it's 3 years down the road. You pull it out after winter. It was running in November. You pull the rope, you pull the rope, you pull the rope, you pull the rope, and it won't start. I like to hibernate this machine with Aspen 4 fuel. This is a perfect gas. This is not what we go to the gas station and pick up out of the pump. That stuff has a fairly short shelf life. This has a 2-year shelf life once I top the lid. So an awesome storage fuel. Hard to justify running all the time because it's about $5.50 a quart, okay? It's a little expensive, right? That's like near Europe fuel prices. So think about though for winter storage, for hibernation, using a fuel, a engineered fuel like this Aspen 4, or there's some other brands out there, but I really like this for winter storage. And last, you've always got your owner's manual, right? There's some safety stuff in here worth reading over, worth getting an idea of what the service schedule is, kind of what my maintenance schedule is. Don't throw that manual away. Keep it in a file somewhere so you can refer back to it. Well, thanks for watching. I'm happy that you got yourself a Honda HRN 216 VYA, and hopefully we can help you get the most out of your machine so that in 10 years and 12 years, you're bragging about, my Honda mower is this good. All right, guys, see y'all soon.
Hey, this is Josh from Carl's Mower and Saw. Thanks for watching our videos. We're proud of the fact that we've been serving you with the best in outdoor power equipment since 1990. We're glad that you had an opportunity to sit down, watch our videos, learn something about an exciting new product that we have, something that interests you for your property, or really how to use your equipment to the best of its ability. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, whether it's on Instagram or YouTube. We're excited to share more information with you. See you soon.